Let's go to Donna in Montgomery, I-92, WLWI. Go ahead.
Good morning, guys. I wanted to ask Adler why he is punishing all of us who follow him on Instagram. We used to get a weekly Ruby Tuesday update on Tuesdays from the time she was born up until y'all moved to the new studio. And I think it was because somebody said something about the new studio as a comment on the Ruby Tuesday post, but please don't punish the rest of us who want to see pictures of that baby.
Guys, I knew this was coming.
I talked to Adler about this. It has nothing to do with the new studio. I talked to him about it myself because I was a big supporter of Ruby Tuesday, but boy, it's a big project.
I knew this was coming, guys. So
it's a big project.
I will explain that I initially started doing this because of the lockdown and no one could see my kid. My grandma hadn't seen her. Nobody could see her. So I was like, I got to do something. She's growing up here quick. So I started doing the weekly posts. I planned on always stopping when she turned 2 because I didn't grow up with the internet. I didn't grow up with social media. I didn't grow up with thumbs ups and thumbs downs and followers and likes and all that stuff.
No.
And I want Ruby to grow up as long as possible without that in her life. And just the weekly pressure, like you said, Rick, of coming up with like all those pictures and the cute little caption and all that stuff. It was great, and I really appreciate that I have that little time capsule of her life. But I was at times even thinking about it when I was hanging out with her, like, ooh, that'll be great for Ruby Tuesday. And I don't think about that now. So if I can even – that's the best part of my life. Her and my family. And if I can make that even 1% even better, or if it's 1% not as good because I have the thought of Ruby Tuesday kind of hanging over me, I'm going to cut that out of my life as well. And also there's a lot of weirdos on the internet. So there are just so many reasons for me to not want to do that anymore. And I apologize, but my grandma, I can FaceTime with my grandma now. So something's, she's caught up, and so I can do that now.
No, I will tell you this.
I had to stop.
Well, the thing, and I'm not even assuming this had anything to do with it. I think what you said is enough. But even I've noticed with the family, even Sherry and I were talking. She was like, it was a great way to share things. But when you get out into that world, and I don't know, I mean, there's people that are just wicked and mean, and there's not much you can do about that. But the ones I don't understand, I think, are the ones that have just never been taught what was socially appropriate. If this is a question you want to ask our family or you want to ask me, just simply email us. Don't come on to Instagram and we're just simply trying to share pictures from said event or whatever, and ask a question out there that's very personal in front of everybody. Just email us. I mean, if you want to ask us something about it, then just email us. And it's like people don't know how to be appropriate, and I don't. There's some people you can tell they're just trying to be mean. But then there's others that I think just haven't been taught basic social skills, and maybe it's because they grew up in this era of they think this is appropriate. Yeah. But you're right. If it's, I certainly understand it, and I remember, Greg, I heard you talk about this years ago when these video cameras first came out. I'm trying to enjoy my kid's game. No. And it's being ruined because I feel like I have to sit here and be the person who's documenting it the whole time.
You can't watch.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here missing the game because I'm trying to shoot something that we can all have. I'm on vacation, and we're also paranoid about capturing it, that we're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, enjoy the parade. I mean, you don't have to sit there and get pictures of it.
Yes. And I tell you what I love is at concerts, these people that stick their phone up and film the whole thing, like they're going to watch the concert on their phone.
Watch the concert.
The whole time.
Also, if you're 100 rows back, the little flash on your camera on your phone, all that's doing is lighting up the person's head behind you. That's not making it to the stage.
No. Yes, I understand. It really is nothing more than, hey, the families at the stage that doing this every week really just is kind of, it had an end date on it, and the date's ended.
Yeah, she's my Ruby. She's not yours. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, gang.
I don't think you can say that.
I'm so sorry.
Even though it's accurate.
Ruby Tuesday. It was fun, but now he's done.